Love, acceptance, and embracing of all. We are Gorgeous FM.
Women in Music on Gorgeous FM.
That was Kyoto by Phoebe Bridgers on the Women in Music show on Gorgeous FM. And it is time for this week's Woman of the Week now. And this week it's none other than the winner of The Voice UK, Blessing Annatoria. Originally from Zimbabwe, Blessing came to Dudley in 2009 and has recently been studying the sciences at Dudley College. But her life changed this year when she became the winner of the 9th series of The Voice UK. Ollie Murs was her coach, and she's just brought out her new debut single, Angels, and I'm going to play that in a little while. I was so excited to talk to her, and I started by asking how life has been like since winning one of the biggest talent shows on the telly.
My phone has not stopped. My notifications still are off because it hasn't even stopped. Like, maybe I thought it would stop after the first day, but I'm still trying to get through messages. I still haven't seen everybody's messages, and I'm trying to be one superhero, trying to get through it all. But I've just received so much love from everyone. Even back in Zimbabwe, people are so excited for me to come back home now. And it's just great, and I can't wait to celebrate properly.
How have you celebrated so far? Have you been able to do anything because of this lockdown stuff?
I haven't, but the day after the show aired, I remember my mom organized something where everyone from my church came and drove past with flags, with the Zim flag, and it was so nice because I started crying, and I was like, oh no, I'm trying not to cry, but I was so emotional to see like the church supporting me, even though we couldn't, because if pandemic wasn't happening, then we would have probably done a huge barbecue. So I can't wait to do that after, but for now I think that celebration warmed my heart.
Oh, that sounds so adorable. Just all that support but a socially distanced way. That sounds so awesome.
You just want to hug everyone.
Yeah, I can imagine. And what would you say would like the highlight of your The Voice experience? Because it was quite different this year from other years, wasn't it?
I definitely feel as though my highlight of this experience was singing on the stage with Ollie. I enjoyed that more than I thought I ever would, and it was so much fun and energy. Even though there wasn't a crowd, Ollie was like giving me the energy I needed to just have fun on the stage. So that's definitely a moment I won't forget.
Oh, what made you start singing in the first place? Because your voice is just, it's one of those voices I just want, you know? if I had your voice, I wouldn't stop singing.
Thank you. To be honest, music has always been engraved in me since growing up in Zimbabwe. We sing all the time. We sing hymns, we sing in church, and we worship. So it's like growing up, music was just in me from the get-go. And so coming to this country, I just only grew to love it even more.
I guess, like, obviously singing's been a part of your life for so long. Yes. And I saw on The Voice, you said how you've had so much practice from like singing in church and everything. So was there a point in like your singing career you thought like, wow, this is something I really want to pursue here. I'm pretty good at this.
I think it was definitely when I was in high school, and I started doing the school plays. And the teachers really like would push me for it, and I would go for the parts, the big parts, even though I wasn't even brave enough or big enough to do so. And I think from then I realized, okay, this is really something I love. I can't stop doing it. I don't think I've gone a day without singing unless my voice was literally gone. But I just love it. It's my passion, and nothing actually surpasses that. So yeah.
And who are you listening to at the moment? Who's on your playlist and just generally on repeat?
My playlist, I repeat a lot of Brandy, a lot of Fantasia. Yep, they are my playlist. There's a lot of their music on my playlist.
Who would you say would be like your favourite woman in music? If I could play a song by your favourite woman in music, what would it be?
It would have to be Fantasia. Yeah, Fantasia.
Which song would you like me to play?
There's the one I know all the lyrics to is When I See You. I know every single lyric to that song, every melody, every run, period, everything.
Is there like a message in the song? Because I haven't heard that song before. Like, is there a message that you quite like, or is it just an absolute bop?
You know what? It's not even. Okay, do you know what? It's not even the message. It's just how she sings it. You can really get into the song, and it just gets you so excited. So I just love it. It just gives me, every time that song comes on, you will never see me sitting down. Never.
I can see why Blessing Annatoria, this week's Woman of the Week, loves that song so much. That's When I See You by Fantasia, and that's her favourite woman in music. Now, Blessing's life has been a bit crazy recently, with winning one of the biggest TV talent shows, as you do. But I was really interested to know how much music had played a part in her life before The Voice UK came along.
Music was always just something I did on the side. You know, I'd sing and post videos on Instagram. I still do that now, but it would always just be I just sing and post. That's all I did. And then on the side, I'm doing my A-levels, trying to study or whatever. To be honest, it's hard to focus when you have like a really strong passion in something. And I love my sciences. That's the thing, because I'm like, I was always torn, like just loving my sciences and wanting to do music at the same time. So I used to just sing as a hobby rather than it being like a lifetime thing. But that was pretty much it.
What kind of like music did you kind of grow up just singing along to all the time? What was your jam?
You know, surprisingly, Angels was a song that I actually listened to, and I didn't expect that to be the song that I sing now, to have as my single. I actually listened to Angels. Who else did I listen to? I listened to a lot of One Direction. I did that. I rinsed every single one of their songs. Yep, I was a fan. I remember when I was younger, I actually had a poster of One Direction in my room. I was one of those. Can you imagine?
I was the same, but with JLS. I was a huge JLS fan.
JLS is also a vibe. I'm quite intrigued as to what they're going to come up with. Even them coming back together. So they were also my vibe, yes. I think it was always the people who came off the big shows, like X Factor and things like that. So I always used to watch them and then follow them after. I listened to Cher Lloyd, all those people there. So
yeah, I was a huge JLS fangirl back in the day. It was I was like plastered for all the walls, you know.
I actually listened to Everybody in Love the other day in my car with my friend. It's a vibe. It hasn't even ended for me. I still love the songs.
Same. I'm going to see them next June. It's going to be the best.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, I'm so excited. It's going to be great. I can't wait. Speaking of like music legends, you sang for like a lot of music legends on that show. So what's it like singing to them and with them as well? It's just crazy.
I mean, even when their chairs were turned, it's kind of scary, because if you don't make it through, the chairs don't turn around and you don't actually get to see them. So I was always just waiting, and I was really excited at least to just see their faces, even if it meant like I didn't get far in the competition, just to know that they know what my face looks like. I was cool with that, because these guys are like legends. And every time Tom Jones would compliment me, that compliment felt like, wow, because Tom Jones is just such a legend. He's just such a cool guy as well. So I'd always feel honored every time he'd compliment me. And these people are just incredible, man. They've been in this game for the longest. So it was great to kind of meet them and just be around them.
Did you ever get starstruck, or were you pretty cool from the start, do you reckon?
Tom Jones. It's actually Tom Jones. He's a legend.
He is. Whenever I see them, I'm just like, imagine just meeting like Oliver. It's like, I think I met him at like Free Radio in Birmingham once. And it was like the craziest experience.
I'm really happy that at least at the start of this, I got to hug all of them before pandemic happened, and now I can't even touch Ollie. So I'm glad that at least I got to be in contact with them.
Yeah, are you still in touch with Ollie a lot, or what happens kind of after the show?
Ollie didn't even start. He literally said, listen, this is where the hard work starts. I'm going to be here if you ever need me. He's just such a genuine guy, and I'm so grateful that he was my coach, and I'm really happy that I now have Ollie around for the rest of my life. That's so cute. It's I bet he's like such a good, just because he's been through it all before, hasn't he? So he knows exactly what you're going through. So he knew exactly what I was feeling throughout the whole process. And he's just been amazing about it and helped me he's always looked out for even my emotions and just my happiness. He's just so human. And sometimes it's easy for us to kind of look at these big models and kind of feel like they wouldn't care so much about you. But Ollie made me feel like essential and made me feel like I was actually important, and it was great. It was really nice.
I really want to talk about your final performance now, the cover you did of Before I Go, because I actually had Marisha Wallace on a couple of weeks ago as Woman of the Week. Yeah. She's so cool. I was like completely starstruck because I'm a massive musical theatre fan and I was a massive fan of that song as well. So what was singing that song like?
What's crazy is Ollie was trying to look for a song because Ollie decided to give me Mariah Carey the week before. For some reason, the week after became even harder to try and pick a song that was going to top the week before. And so I remember him staying up all night. He was literally up until about 2 a.m. just looking for a song. He was asking J Hard, like, what song am I going to use to give this girl? And I remember the next morning I had my piano routining and he was like, okay, I found a song. It's called Before I Go. And I didn't know it. And when he played it to me, I fell in love with that song like instantly. I heard it and I was like, that song is screaming me all over it. I want to sing the song. And I was really excited. And I was just so glad that he took so much time just trying to find the perfect song for me. And now I'm just so glad that I even got to sing that song on the stage because it gave me the attitude. It gave me the attitude I needed on that stage. So I was super happy with the song it gave me.
That's Blessing Annatoria. She won The Voice UK this year, and she is this week's Woman of the Week on Gorgeous FM. Coming up, we chat about what's to come from her in the future. But first, here's Before I Go by Marisha Wallace. Just like her, I love this song too. Before I go. So what do you see yourself doing now? Because I know, like, you're still at college, you're still doing your A-levels. Do you see yourself, like, still keeping in the sciences, or do you think music is going to be kind of pushing its way into your life?
That's what it's doing right now. I'm literally still in discussion with my mom and talking about what we're going to do, because I want to go and experience being in university and kind of do the subjects that I want to do. So it's hard because I'm trying to, it's just really difficult because I don't know how much time music is requiring right now. And I don't know how much dedication it needs and devotion from me. So it's hard because I'm trying to decide if I'm going to be able to balance this or if it's something whereby music can just be what I do. So that's still in discussion. It's not completely overruled. So
yeah, it must be difficult because it's like people might be saying, oh, you need to like have something to fall back on. But then if music is like what you're so passionate about, then like that part of your brain must be saying, go for it.
And you know what? I didn't expect to win. So I was never like concerned about leaving my subjects. You know what I mean? Like I was really about making sure that I was doing really well to kind of get everything done because I didn't expect to win. So to win now, I was like, so this is how much time it takes. That's what my mind is saying. It really requires a lot of time. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I just never expected it.
If like you do go down the music route, what kind of music do you think you see yourself doing?
I definitely see myself doing a lot of music. For me, I say music that is going to help people through different experiences. So music for me, the impact it's had on me is that at times when I'm feeling down or at times when I'm trying to celebrate, at times when I'm not feeling my best, music is what carries me through and helps me through certain situations and certain lows in life. It even helps me when I'm feeling happy. I can really express that through music. So I want my music to have the same impact. And I want to make music that will bring joy to people's lives. I want to make music that can change how people feel in an instant, you know? Like music has done that for me to change exactly how I feel and my emotions within that moment. And it's just like almost like a healing material, really. That's what I want my music to kind of be.
I really hope you get to make that music, and I guess you have a lot of things ahead of you. What is like, do you have like a big goal in mind for being a musician, like, and any kind of big achievements that you really want to achieve?
In terms of actually physically doing, I would love to perform at the Grammys just one time, just once. That would be so dope. But in terms of musically and personally, things I want to achieve, I just want people to respond to my music. When I'll be happy when people come back to me and say, that song that you wrote, that stopped me from nearly giving my life. I am so grateful for that song. That's what is going to make me feel like I'm achieving and doing well in my music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you get to achieve all of that. And it's madness, but well done for winning. I'm absolutely honoured to speak to you. You're going to do so well. I feel like a proud mother almost. I'm just like, I mean, I'm only 21. I'm not much older than you, but I'm just so proud that someone from the West Midlands has done so well. Yeah.
Yes, we're putting West Midlands on the map.
Yes. Can you talk to me a little bit about Angels and then introduce it for Gorgeous FM?
Right, so my name is Blessing Annatoria, and I have my new single called Angels. Angels is a song that really allows you, whoever's listening, to connect to another individual or to connect to something that you love dearly, and to really have something or someone in your life who loves you regardless of what is going on, regardless of whether you guys agree or disagree. This song can help you appreciate the love and to appreciate somebody's presence. So I really hope that it can do and have the same impact this song had for me.
The beautiful new single by Blessing Annatoria, the winner of The Voice UK. That's Angels, on the Women in Music show on Gorgeous FM. And it was awesome to chat to her in her very busy schedule of being an absolute superstar. She found time for the Women in Music show, and she was such a gem to chat to. You might have heard that I was a little bit starstruck during that whole interview. Ended up telling her that I felt like a proud mom. But I do feel like a proud mom. She's from the West Midlands, and she's in Dudley, and I don't think places like that get enough credit and get enough people who do well from those kind of places. So when someone does do well, it just warms my little heart up, you know. You can follow her journey on her socials. She is Annatoria and then 2 underscores on Twitter and Instagram. And I think she's on TikTok as well. And I'd really like to thank Blessing and her team for making that happen. And best of luck to her in the future. She's got a big future ahead of her, whether she goes down the sciences route or if she sticks with music. Who knows? She'll be successful, whatever happens.